Hello, welcome to a new Doctor Who season review, and this time it is no other than Doctor Who season 24. So I'm going to put this on pause and add the intro and then get straight into this. Season 24 was actually broadcast from the 7th September to the 7th December 1987, containing over 14 episodes in 4 fantastic stories. Not many people do like season 24, but to be honest with you, I absolutely love it. I love Sis McCoy. It's my second favourite incarnation of the Doctor, and season 24 is pretty much okay for me. I don't understand what people have with this big massive hate for season 24. And to be honest with you, I'm quite looking forward to the Doctor Who The Collection Blu-ray box set of season 24, which is out in either June or July. I've already pre-ordered that one to go next to me season 23, so I'm quite looking forward to that. So season 24, we have 4 stories. We have Time and Ronnie, Paradise Towers, Delta and the Barman, and of course Dragonfire. And this is Sylvester McCoy's first season as the incredible 7th Doctor. Since Michael Grading basically told Jonathan Turner to kick Colin Baker out after season 23, Colin Baker didn't come back to do his regeneration scene. So in the end, they just put Sylvester McCoy in Colin Baker's outfit with a blonde wig to film the regeneration sequence So in a way, it's kind of midway through regenerate from 6 to 7. Bonnie Langford as Mel in this. To be honest with you, I actually prefer her with Colin's Doctor than I do to Sylvester McCoy. I actually find her a lot screaminger and ah! Even though she screams in Terror the Vervoids, I think she's actually better with Colin than I do for Sylvester personally. So let's get straight into it. Time and Rani. Now, I'm not really going to talk about Time and Rani as much because I've already done a kind of review already for Time and Rani. So I'm not really going to be talking about that one as much because I basically told you how I feel about that one. And of course, basically the Rani shoots the TARDIS down after the Doctor has in mid regeneration, so she can use him and connect up to his main mind power thing and make him fix her experiment. Mainly okay. Time and Rani, not many people do like Time and Rani, but I have to say I absolutely love it. If I ever meet Sylvester McCoy, I will actually get him to sign the DVD. Paradise Towers, mainly okay. It's a bit of in a way, I actually feel this is the weakest link of the season. This is so underrated. It's not really class. It's not really classic. It's not many people think of this for Sylvester McCoy. It's not really a good one. Set in a bunch of towers, really. You have killer robots. Really, especially when you have one coming out like the garbage chute and pulls one person down. It's not really a good Sylvester McCoy, but the only thing about it is where you have a big robot giant crab thing at the bottom for pull and it nearly kills Mal. That's the only good thing about this, really. Of course, the next one I have to say is Delta and the Barrowman. Now, Delta and the Barrowman is my absolute favourite McCoy story because I understand that people have a bit of a problem with this one, but for me, I have to say this one is my favourite, one of my favourites for McCoy because this was the very first Sylvester McCoy story I ever watched with my dad. So yeah, this one means so much to me because that one was the very first one for me to watch of Sylvester McCoy with my dad. So yeah, so Doubt and the Barrowman, mainly okay. Can't actually understand the hatred for this. I absolutely love it. I love Gavrok. I love how the Doctor stands up to him and go, Gavrok, We're leaving. I think I've gone a little too far. I just love Sylvester McCoy for that. His performance as the Seventh Doctor. In this one, he shows. This is the very first time you actually see his Doctor say, "I'm not going to be intimidated. I'm going to become more cunning and cunning way." And the last story, Dragonfire. One of my favourites actually. Iceworld. The Doctor takes Mel to Iceworld where they meet a barmaid named Ace, played by Sophie Aldred. What can I say about Ace? She's actually a fantastic companion. She's in my top 10 companions list. Actually, I would like to see Ace come back. Yes, I would actually like to see Ace come back to travel with either Jodie's Doctor or another version of the Doctor. I would actually like to see Ace come back. The whole Dragonfire, mainly hiding the treasure to stop the mad evil Kane from having his devastation plan to destroy a whole planet, really, to get revenge on his own people. When his own people were wiped out by a star blowing up. It's basically okay. McCoy in this one. In this one, I do see a bit of Troughton's Doctor in McCoy. And that whole cliffhanger where he's literally just hanging from his umbrella for no reason. But it basically is just a cliffhanger. Not really much I can actually say for season 24. What was this my very first McCoy season I actually fully watched? No, it weren't. The very first McCoy season I actually fully watched with my dad was season 26. My very first for McCoy story, I have to say, is definitely Doubting the Barrowman. Doubting the Barrowman was one of my first McCoy stories. I think Doubting the Barrowman and Remote to the Daleks. That's why. Season 24, not many people like this actual season. Me, I don't really mind it. I'm quite looking forward to the Blu-ray version, because with the Blu-ray, we have an extended episode, the extended versions of the episodes being put into the Blu-ray set. So I'm looking forward to seeing the extended stuff. I really am looking forward to season 24. I absolutely do love McCoy. He's my second favourite Doctor. How do I rank this series? Well, if I'm going to do to be honest with you, I was going to rank the McCoy seasons. This would be the actual last favourite for me, because season 25 is my favourite, then season 26, and then of course season 24. But it's still mainly okay. It's Sylvester McCoy's first season. Anyway, first season for Doctor isn't really that good. I mean, if you look for Peter Davison, season 19 weren't really that good apart from Earthshock. Season 20, mainly okay, with some bad stories. Season 21's epic for Peter Davison. Colin Baker, I'd say season 22 is a lot better than season 23, but I still love season 23. But for me, for Sylvester McCoy, this might be my least favourite season for Sylvester McCoy, but it's still fairly much enjoyable. I'm quite looking forward to watching this season on Blu-ray, and just before, like the week before the Blu-ray comes out, I will be rewatching this season back to back, all 14 episodes. Might take me a whole day to watch all 14 episodes, but I might do it. I will do it. So ranking wise, Terminal Rani, 6 out of 10 really. Paradise Towers, a 4 out of 10 because it's the weakest story of the season. Doubting the Barrowman for me, 10 out of 10 because I've just have fond memories of watching that with my dad, and I really enjoy that one, especially when that big alien egg cracks out and this green alien just goes, look a baby, like that. Dragonfire, 10 out of 10, and I actually love it where the Doctor goes, hey, so where do you think you're going? Peripheral. Oh yes, by which route? But the direct route with Glitz or the scenic route? She's like, eh? Wow, would you like a trip around the 12 galaxies and then back in Pelified time for tea? But there are rules. 1, I'm in charge. 2, it's not the Professor, it's the Doctor. And the 3rd, how about I make up the 3rd by the time we get back to Pennyvale? I absolutely do love that from McCoy and Sophie Adrian's friendship kind of bonds from this story onwards. Really actually enjoyable. I really do enjoy season 24. Mainly Dragonfire and Doubting the Barrowman are the 2 okay stories. They are 10 out of 10 for the 2 of them. These 2, not so much. But Terminal Rani is more higher up than Paradise Towers because I just really like Terminal Rani a lot more than I do for other stories now. Basically, Time and Arani is... Yeah, actually, Time and Arani was actually my last ever McCoy DVD. I actually needed to complete my Sir McCoys off, so I actually completed. It was the last one I needed to complete me Sir McCoy DVD. So yeah, I actually quite enjoyed it when I bought that. I bought that from Real, actually, in WH Smith for £10 back in 2014. I went there with me nan and granddad. So yeah, that was my last season. That was basically my last DVD for Sylvester McCoy. So let me know in the comments what you think of season 24. Do you think is the strongest episode of season 24? What do you think is the weakest of season 24? And let me know in the comments as well. Are you looking forward to Doctor Who season 24, the Blu-ray box set? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. Please do like, subscribe and share to my channel. And I hope you all have a fantastic Who evening. Well, a Who afternoon. There will be another review coming on after this one where I'm going to be talking about one of my favourite Cyberman stories.